So you're thinking about getting your real estate license. I'm Kevin Scharfenberg with the TNRD Homes Real Estate Group powered by eXp Realty, and I wanted to shoot a short video on some tips for you if you're thinking about getting into the business. When I first told people that I wanted to get into real estate, I was told time and time again, don't do it, it's a bad decision, you're not gonna make any money, it's a hard business to break into, and so I listened to them. Well, many times I thought about it, I brought it up, and every time I got shot down. So finally this last time, I told my wife, I'm gonna do it, and she said, heck yeah, give it a go. I didn't tell anybody, I took the course, I got my license, and I made the big post, hey, excited to let you guys know I passed the real estate exam. I'm going to be working for this brokerage. If you're thinking about real estate, buying or selling, reach out to me. Well, I got a ton of messages, and let me tell you, I'd say 90% of them were negative. They said, oh, what were you thinking? Why would you give up that job to get into real estate? You're not going to make it. You're giving up a pension job. And so I just didn't listen. I just put my blinders on and I focused on doing what I do best, grinding to get the job done. And I'm happy to say that I haven't looked back, and it was the best decision that I ever made. So if you're thinking about it, don't listen to the naysayers. If you're ready to put some hard work in, do some grinding, you can make it work, and it will definitely be a great option for you. So now you've ordered the books, or you're just in the beginning phases of thinking about getting your license. I wanted to give you a couple quick tips on what you should do. You're gonna need to find a brokerage that you're gonna hang your license at and do real estate with. So when I first got into it, I picked a couple brokerages that I looked at, and I just reached out to them, and I went with the one that I thought was best, and that was it. I went, I signed up, and I started paying broker fees right away. Well, what I didn't realize at the time was that I'm actually interviewing that brokerage as much as they're interviewing me. And so some things that you can do is you can actually negotiate what you're gonna pay when you're gonna pay it. So a couple people that I graduated with, and when I went back to get my final license, they said, hey, I got my first 6 months free. I don't actually have to pay any broker fees until I get my first deal. There's a bunch of people that negotiated some really good contracts. And here I was that, I got my license, and that first month I started paying broker fees, even if I was doing a deal or not. So that's definitely a tip for you, is to reach out to them and negotiate what works best for you until you actually get up and running. Now, the other thing that I want you to do is when you're there interviewing those brokerages, I want you to find out what kind of training are they going to offer you. Are they going to, have you sit down with somebody that's being successful in the business? Are they going to, teach you step by step how to write a contract for a strata, for a rural property, for a new build? What kind of training are they going to provide you, and what kind of support are you going to have? Do you have one managing broker? Is there a site that you can fall back on, that you can reach out to and have a look at? Or are you just going to rely on all the stuff that you were taught doing your real estate course? Because let me tell you, the course doesn't teach you how to be a real estate agent at all. It teaches you what not to do so you don't get sued. So you really want to reach out and find out what kind of support you're going to get and who's going to help you along the way. And see if they can give you some examples, because the brokerage that I signed up with, they definitely said there was some training involved. And I did get a binder to go through, and it was helpful, but it wasn't really amazing. The only reason I stayed at my first brokerage for the time that I did was because my managing broker was excellent. She was always available by phone, and she answered a ton of questions for me. But it is super overwhelming when you first get into the industry, especially if you've never written on a strata property, a rural property, a new build. Everything that you do for your first time can be super stressful. So you want to make sure that you have somebody that you can reach out to help you through that process. So if you're thinking about getting your real estate license, you want some more questions answered, and you're possibly considering eXp, that's the brokerage I'm at, reach out to me. I feel like our brokerage is absolutely fantastic. We've got a great support system. We've got a great website that helps teach you step-by-step things to do. And you've got access to your managing broker by phone. You can jump on the cloud. You can go book your room, and you can have a one-on-one, or you can reach out to the person that you signed up with, and hopefully they're there to help you, guide you along the way. So I'm Kevin Scharfenberg. Reach out to me. My number is down below. And hey, welcome into real estate.